up, everyone? It's me, Mark the Monster. This is Don't Say the F Word. We are a pro wrestling combat sport podcast. We don't use the F word when we talk about professional wrestling. We've had some technical issues with Instagram. That's where we're live. Illegal brother-in-law Joe was having some struggles getting in here, but we're going to try and get him back in. We got some music going. We got him in the comments. This episode is brought to you by our friends over at Monsters R0. Your home for t-shirts, sleeveless hoodies, all that cool stuff. They got you covered. You're a bare knuckle anti-bully. They got a shirt for you. Looks like we got illegal brother-in-law Joe. Are you here?
I'm here.
I hear you, and I don't see you.
I see you.
All right, we're taking it as a win. Hopefully everybody else can see you. I can't see you, but cool. Maybe you're just John Cena in my eyes.
Look up there. I see big.
We're gonna take that answer.
That's what I expect.
I think it's a reasonable answer. And Joe, I just got one question for you. You ready? Who killed WCW?
Oh, I already got the answer.
You already know that answer?
I got the answer.
Who do you think killed WCW, Joe?
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you and the big guy the answer at the same time. That's what I'm going to do.
Oh, wow. We're getting same time answer?
Same time answer, yeah.
That's scary, Joe.
I know. But I've been watching it, and I've been listening, and I figured out who killed it. I know who killed it.
You think it was Scooby-Doo?
More like Shaggy. But, hey.
Oh, wow. You're going to blame Shaggy?
I blame
Just
Shaggy.
because he's a hippie?
I'm blaming. That's right, Shaggy.
Well, all right. Well, Jeremy has finally arrived. Luckily, your technical issues gave him time to show up to work. So, big guy, take your seat. I'm going to get behind this camera and move it back so that way it's not right up in your eyeball. Joe, I might be back in a little bit. Who knows? But make sure you tell Jeremy who you think killed WCW. I bet you he's going to blame Russo.
Nah, it's not even Russo. I know the real answer.
Mark, Mark, move the camera back, man. Jesus. Joe, why can't I see you?
I don't know. I see both of y'all. I see the top.
All right, well, we got Slam and Bam hanging out in the comments. Monsters R0, we're here just a few minutes ago. Check us out. You guys need any cool-ass gym shirts, hoodies, tank tops, whatever it is you may need. Our friends over at Monster R0 absolutely got you covered. Joe.
All right.
Happy Monday. Happy Monday, my friend.
Happy Monday. Thank you. Happy late Father's Day to you.
Oh, thank you. Happy late Father's Day to you, too. Happy Father's Day. Belated to all the dads out there, all you wrestling dads, combat sports dads, and all you stepdads, all you neighborhood dads. Maybe all them kids ain't yours, but you're the father figure to a lot of people. Happy late Father's Day to you as well. Yeah. Joe, hell of a weekend.
It was.
Clash at the Castle was a good show. My instinct is I want to say it was full of surprises, but I don't know if that's me being honest or not. Is that me being honest?
Cause I called it. I said CM Punk was going to interfere somehow. I just didn't know, but he did it good though.
Yeah, Punk's interference was a little bit predictable, wasn't it? Just a little bit.
It was.
Yeah, definitely think there was a little bit of predictability, but, and this is very important, predictability is not always a bad thing in pro wrestling, is it?
No. I wouldn't. I never thought Cody be the first match. Maybe somewhere.
So yeah, I found that surprising. I did think Cody as the first match was a shocker.
Mm-hmm.
When I say I'm okay with some predictability in my pro wrestling, it leads me into something else I kind of want to discuss with you a little bit here.
Okay.
So Kevin Nash been making the rounds a lot on like everybody's social media because he's interviewed a lot for
Who Killed WCW.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Nash is the guy who's got some insight, right?
That's the guy with insight.
Yeah, quite a bit of insight, really. He was there for all of it. I mean, he was there. He was Oz. He was Vinny Vegas. He was there for, a lot of stuff in WCW, and he returned in '96 as Kevin Nash, part of the Outsiders, founding father of the New World Order. So he was there for the highest highs. Kevin Nash shared a clip earlier today from Vice TV from their docu-series of Who Killed WCW. He was there for the lowest of lows, too. Nash was on Broken Skull Sessions with Stone Cold Steve Austin back in 2021. I'm going to play a clip from that for everyone. You guys will get the audio. I can't put the video into the podcast. We will. I'll get an email from the YouTuber, but if I put the video in, I could probably, I can hold my phone up and show you guys the video. I guess I could probably get away with that. But I'm gonna play you some audio.
All right.
What? That was music. Hold up. Let's get this right, Joe. Yeah, we need to get our shit together.
Okay.
Clips, gonna be watching it, and then just any commentary, reactions, memories, stories, anything that comes to mind. What was your thoughts on this?
But Kevin, I've got to ask you a question. How many brain cells have you burnt over the years, Kevin?
I remember they were trying to drop that blood on me. They missed like 19 times. You know what? Take that clip and show it after the finger poke of doom, and then you tell me what killed WCW. Look at my face. The
new blood strikes again! The new blood's simple! And Nash is walking slowly, drenched in the red. Kevin Nash in pursuit!
This was a monthly doing that they did something.
Russo running out of the building.
The company was in worse shape than it was when I left.
They are getting to their limousine.
There was no hope.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think the New Blood stuff in WCW, that was circa 2000, right?
99, 2000, yeah.
Would that be the lowest of lows?
Mm-hmm. If they put it on, I would say it was low because they didn't dump it on the right spot.
What was worse for WCW? Finger poke of doom or the New Blood missing Nash with the bloodbath, or just the New Blood in its entirety? What was worse?
If I had to pick, the finger poke of doom. I'm just saying the finger poke of doom. I'm just going with the finger poke of doom because they had it built up like Kevin Nash and Hogan really brutally hate each other for the original and the Wolfpack. And then what? Less than a minute, what was it say, 2 minutes in the ring. They doing face to face, eye to eye, and then point, flip, flop, 1, 2, 3. That was it.
Yeah. And I think a big thing for me, whenever we talk about the finger poke of doom, and I tagged him here live on Instagram, Trent_Hangover, friend of the show, big fan. He commented because I shared a post earlier, and that post I just showed, that clip from Who Killed WCW, and I asked, what was worse, finger poke of doom or the missed blood bath, and he made a fantastic point. The finger poke of doom was a choice. That was a decision that was made. There was a creative meeting that took place where someone pitched that, and a room full of people agreed to do that. To this day, Kevin Nash believes that fans hate it because they got worked so hard.
It's true.
What do you think, Joe? Is that why fans hate the finger poke of doom? Is that why the finger poke of doom gets shit on? Because we all got worked and we're bitter.
It was a good work, I can tell you that. It was good, very good work. But I would say at the time, people hated Hogan. People really didn't want Hogan to have the belt. They wanted to see Hogan get knocked out for the first time. And they wanted Kevin Nash to actually be the face of the NWO all together. If you want to combine them both together, be like the originals again without Hogan. But then again, when it happened, you know, it was just like you watching it, you felt the animosity, the madness when Kevin Nash was looking him right in the face, ready to knock him out. You felt Kevin Nash's face, the rage, the anger he had, and then you look at Hogan getting pissed off, like he's afraid of Nash, but you think of him as the Andre the Giant, like I can take you down, and then 3, 2, 1, that was it. So you could say, in a good way, it was like a plot twist plan. Maybe they planned it out beginning of the show. I don't know when, but it was one of them scripts that shouldn't have happened, but it happened. It made you want to hate WCW or whoever in control.
Yeah.
And it actually made you get all hyped up, telling everybody at school, like, yeah, Hogan's gonna die. Hogan's gonna die. Thank God I didn't bet nobody back in the day. Thank God I didn't do no bets back then. But hey,
you know, when I look back, and you know, I like that they're doing the death of WCW. Well, who killed WCW? And it's done by Vice, so it doesn't necessarily have too much of the WWE spin on things. I mean, there's a good amount because of all the people that they're talking to. And you have The Rock chiming in at random times just because he's involved in it to just say, I was on Raw at the time. I mean, I don't know why he's so involved in this docu-series other than the fact that he is The Rock, because he was never part of WCW. But when I look back, and I love nostalgia, and we'll talk a little bit about that ECW A&E biography. I still haven't watched it. I know you watched it, so I can talk a little about that. But nostalgia is great. It's a hell of a drug. But whenever I look back, I think about WCW. I don't remember a whole lot about the New Blood and the final days of WCW because I was already gone. I don't remember when I checked out. I know it wasn't long after the finger poke of doom, and I was barely hanging on then.
Oh, damn.
You were there till the end, though, right?
I was there till the end.
You were there till the very end.
The very last show, Vinnie Mac was in it. I now own WCW.
Yeah, I know. I definitely I would still record it, and I would definitely still channel surf back and stuff. But oddly, that was only for conversations in school to talk about wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't enjoying the show for a long time, and whenever events brought it, I definitely flipped back and forth because that's what you were gonna do for that show. They didn't share this entire piece. I have another piece here of Kevin Nash that I'm going to share where he makes a lot of great points. So for everyone who says I just shit on WCW guys, Kevin Nash makes a lot of great points in this clip that I'm going to play. And I think he may be right on about the time frame that a lot of people switch gears. So I'm going to play this Kevin Nash clip here.
The Charlotte police on doing their guns. It's real. Yeah, it's on. Yeah. So we're flying back that night, and Bischoff's, and we're in the private, and he goes, "We're going to put Vince out of business. We're going to put Vince out of business." I said, dude, do you realize what happened tonight? I said, the perception that two guys from the WWE jump ship, they're going to take over your company, the people believe that. They think two guys can beat 100. I said, no, you're not going to put him out of business. I said, he'll sit back and watch. And Hogan said the same thing. That's what Vince did. Vince sat back and watched. And I won't forget the day of my life when Tyson came to that WrestleMania. And every WrestleMania match had a movie quality trailer in front of it. In case you hadn't been watching, you were caught up. This one, Kane was shooting fire. I mean, everybody, it was amazing. The next day I go to TV, and I just knew. Man. I mean, you watch something, you're smart to the business. So we go off the air with the Charlotte police on doing their guns. It's real.
I think when Tyson came in for WrestleMania, it was a huge attention getter. It was I hate to say needle mover, but it was a needle mover, right?
You can say that, yeah. But it got you watching it. But it made you wonder.
I mean, he got eyes on the product for sure, right?
That push when he pushed down Michael. He pushed Stone Cold. My bad. He pushed Stone Cold when he had all the security guards around. Can't beat that.
That night on Raw, whenever the glass broke and Austin came out, I hate to steal JR's line, but business damn sure picked up. And when Austin said, "You got your beady little eyes locked on the world's toughest son of a bitch," you could feel it. There was emotion on Monday Night Raw. And when it blew up and they had the scrap in the ring and they pulled Austin outside and McMahon was yelling at him, "You ruined it. You ruined it." You felt all of that. That's what WWF at that time did that WCW could not do. They couldn't make you feel. I look back at WCW as a whole from whenever we'll go with, I'm just going to say the Bischoff era. We'll just talk about what people talk about as the highs of WCW. That's the NWO. The 83 weeks, right? Bischoff's claim to fame is 83 measly little weeks. Little puke.
83 weeks that can never be done again.
Yeah. The NWO was cool. Like, they were cool. But the show never made you feel anything. Shivani's talked about how he wishes he never would have made the comment about Foley winning the world title and how that put asses in the seats. Foley becoming world champion made you feel something. And that's what pro wrestling is, right? At the end of the day, it's to make you feel something. It's to tell you a story and evoke emotion.
I can say this. For me, seeing Foley, when they said Foley was coming champion, I couldn't see him as a champion back when I was a little kid, back in teenager. Yeah, he didn't have that championship material. Just the white shirt with a mask on. Didn't make you want to say that, hey, that's my champion forever.
You didn't see Mick as world champion? You didn't feel that?
I see it like this. It'll the good moment for him to become champion at the time. Was it a good decision? I would say probably new, but it made a good decision for him to broadcast it
I think
live.
Foley as world champion was a good call.
Nah. I would say when he was the devilish mankind, yeah, that mankind would have been better. But then when he became the comedic Mr. Sacco, it didn't make him feel like he could be a champion. He just felt like a I don't know, let's just say like a Santino Morel, funny comedian that could just hold the IC title. Nothing major. That was just me. Not bad.
Really?
I just give you my opinion. Yeah. And the whole comedic gimmick with this Mr. Sacco and when they got the belt, if you go back and look at it, it was just like like a kid just winning kickball. Yeah. If anybody remember what kickball is, you know what kickball is. You know what kickball is back in the day. So you don't Google it. But and then after that, it just went kind of downhill, and he lost to The Rock again. After what was it? I quit. Record that. I quit.
So for me, I think Foley became main event guy with the JR sit-down interview. I thought that sit-down interview helped you connect with Mick Foley on a human level that nothing else could have ever done for him. That 3-part series where he sat down with JR and at the end he put the mandible claw on him.
Yeah. That one was good.
I talked about the pro wrestling supposed to make you feel something. It's supposed to elicit emotion and tell a story that gets you. To get to this, Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre, Clash the Castle. Punk interferes, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
That was the main event. I understand we're in Scotland. So I understand Drew main events. Drew getting screwed out of that title in his home country, in his hometown, in his home country.
I know. Second time too.
Does that make anyone feel anything? Do you feel anything for that? Do you feel anything about Damian Priest now? Is Damian Priest a bigger heel? Is Drew McIntyre somehow a babyface? Because he's been getting booed everywhere in the U.S. because he's anti-Punk. But then look what Punk did. So I want to know, do you feel anything about Drew today differently than you did Friday? And do you feel anything about Damian Priest differently today than you did on Friday?
Not really. I feel the same about both of them right now. I don't think the match itself was good, but it was just about. It was mainly about Drew becoming the champion, but I would say majority of people knew Punk was going to screw him. Everybody knew Punk was going to screw him. So the match itself really, I'm just going to be honest, everybody probably just wait for Punk to interfere in the match. Nobody probably wouldn't even care who won the belt. They just want to know when was Punk going to interfere in that match. That's probably the main topic was, except for Drew getting his foot. I mean, not Drew. Damien got his foot caught in the rope.
Yeah, I really wish that so many of the issues talent had with the ropes being kind of loose, we didn't become the focal point so much of the event, because I think it kind of just took away a little bit. But we got Trent hanging out with us, tagged him here because we gave you a shout out. Trent, you made a great point about the finger poke of doom being a decision that was made. And we kind of talked a little about that, a little about the highs and lows that we experienced as WCW fans back in the day. Now we'll move on and talk a little bit Clash of the Castle. I want to know, man, does anyone feel differently about Drew McIntyre or Damian Priest after that world title matchup? Because I don't think that feud did anything to make you feel. And I think we're missing an opportunity for CM Punk as a heel in WWE. Everything he's done has been heel work. But the crowd just wants to cheer the guy, but he doesn't do babyface stuff well.
No, he don't.
And then we run into a whole other issue.
Mm-hmm.
So if we have a Drew McIntyre CM Punk feud, and the role of heel and babyface is flip-flop with those two somehow, we also have another issue. Is Cody Rhodes a heel?
What are you doing?
The I Quit match with AJ Styles. What did Cody do at the end?
I wouldn't even call that a heel move, tell you the truth. Look at
How's it not a heel move? AJ quit. Cody still hit him with the steps. How's that not a heel tactic?
That's the Cena move. Look at all the Cena's I Quit match. He always gets the steel chair or something, and then the other person will say, I quit. And then he'll hit him with it and walk away.
Shit. You're right. That is a Cena thing. That was Cena Batista.
Cena. If you go look at every Cena match with I Quit, he always gets something, and bam, the other person says I quit, and then boom.
Thank you, live crowd, for giving your props to the illegal brother-in-law for calling that out. That was definitely Cody Rhodes doing the John Cena shtick.
Look, if you go back and watch all the Cena's I Quit matches, he wins every single one of them by getting some item, getting it to the person, and then they quit. Still hit him.
Yeah, you're right. He does. Would you have done anything differently there with Cody and AJ? Would you have, if you had the pencil, would you have booked this in any other way? Would you have had Cody do that at the end?
What I would did is when AJ had him in the beginning handcuffed. That's when I've got the steel chairs and then just beat him to hell with it. Kendo sticks, everything. That's what I would have did. Even from getting chairs, just to get them. That's what I would did. Then boom, take the belt off of AJ. Put the belt on AJ. That's what I would did. Handcuffed the gnaw. I would have made Cody look. Oh, baby, walk away for a minute. Just go. Oh, there's a buggy. Spider, go downstairs. Run, Spider. You running? Thank you. I'll bring the iPad in a second. Go.
Joe's gonna say a swear word, everybody. He's gotta get this dog out the room.
Yeah, I gotta do it. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all. If you got a 6-year-old, you understand. So anyway, I would have got that kendo stick chair and beat the living shit out of Cody. Pound him. Chairs, everything. Oh, the whole nine. Let me tell you something. The main thing I would have did was got that steel chair, him in the back, kept swinging in the back. He wouldn't say I quit yet. Boom. Keep going with the kendo sticks, everything. Then, if he didn't say it, that's when you get the steel chair and start banging them everywhere. Legs, shoulders, back. I mean, you must go the ultimate route, the head, just say, boom, say I quit, or I'm going to slam it on your head. That's when you go. That's when you know WWE is about to go violent. If he actually did that and just...
Joe, that's evil. That is evil. That's a sinister laugh. Like, that's killer clown nonsense right there. But I think you're right. I think Cody being the baby face, I think we should have looked for sympathy points for him. He probably should have gotten the tar beat out of him in that match more than he did.
If Spider coming back, girl, better go run. I'm killing Mr. Spider.
I don't know if I would have had Cody hit AJ with the steel steps at the end, unless we're planting the seeds to sell the story of when the time comes for Cody to become a heel, and that time will come. That we know that Cody Rhodes will go to extreme lengths to remain champion. And that is the story of a heel. I get it. I get that. I've seen people say, he gets a pass because he asked his mom if it was okay, and she told him to go ahead and do it. But I disagree. His mom had already slapped AJ like 3 or 4 times, and he didn't. AJ didn't touch Cody's mom. So I don't know that gave Cody the pass to do the heel move. But now AJ is going to Japan. AJ is going to compete in Pro Wrestling Noah.
Yeah. I saw that. I saw last Saturday night.
Do you think this is the beginning of AJ Styles' retirement tour? Do you think he would do Noah, maybe do a little something somewhere else, and then find his way back to TNA, like we had talked before? Maybe get a run with their world title, put over a younger talent, and ride off into the sunset?
I would say, yeah. I mean,
kind of seems that way, right?
I mean, if you look at him, if he does retire, I will say this: he did the right thing retiring now, because he don't want to end up like Ric Flair, and he definitely don't want to end up like the Hardy Boys, wobbling and can't do shit right now. So, and when he did all the high flying stunts like Jeff did in the past, he knew when to stop. He knows when to stop. So if his body's telling him right now, like, hey, 3 more years, that's it. I'm okay with it. I'm 100% okay.
If he's calling the shot and he knows when it's his time, I definitely support it. It's his career. It's not mine. You know what I mean? Like, I'm on board with whatever it is he needs, he wants to do. I'm such an AJ Styles fan that, I got no complaint over whatever it is he chooses to do. You mentioned the Hardys. We had the Hardy Boys return at Against All Odds. Well, I guess reunite. Matt's been there. Jeff is now there. Back together in TNA. And they cut after it went off the air, they cut a promo about how great the fans are and how great it is to be back in his home in TNA and all those kinds of things you always say. Mm-hmm. With that, I don't know. How do you feel with the Hardys being back in TNA? Do you think this is where they run out their career, or do they do one more run in WWE?
I'm just going to say it like this. Both of them just need to throw in a damn towel. They both just need to throw the towel in, because Jeff Berry could run down to the damn ring and hit him by the chair. Matt got a little bit left in him, but he can't do shit. They both can't do shit right now. They both wobbling, just trying to be famous, get more money, but their body just ain't got it no more. They are, they worse than me getting hit in the car, but still, they need to stop. They need to stop wrestling. They could be like a mentor, coach, or whatever, but they just need to stop. No more wrestling. Just hang up the boots and call it quits.
I wish there was a tag team that could fall under the tutelage of the Hardys that could be kind of and I would have thought it would have been the Young Bucks at one point, but that could kind of be with them in a way of some sort of a faction, where the Hardys could start slowly stepping away from in-ring action. And I don't want to say passing the torch because I feel like they've attempted to do that with multiple tag teams over the years. But just someone who can maybe come up and get the Hardy Boy rub, and then they can kind of back away, be a little bit of an on-screen partnership and mentorship as they slowly fade to the backstage area. It's not that I don't want to see them. It's just that I think that they've done enough to their bodies. They don't have to keep doing it, and I just think there's a place for them in helping young talent develop.
Well, I thought it was gonna be private party. Mm.
Yeah, me too.
Private party, they good. Matt could have helped them out, but Jeff was out at the time. So, hey.
Yeah. Do you think WWE takes a risk on Jeff Hardy again?
No.
He's risky, right? I mean, I hate to say that, but I get why AEW didn't go back to the well and try to run with a Hardy Boys farewell tour in AEW. Jeff is not a reliable employee. You can't bet on Jeff Hardy to be dependable. You just can't.
Plus,
I'm a fan, absolutely, but he's not dependable.
And he can go to rehab anytime he wants with that WWE policy they got, so it's free. He just don't want to do it. He'll listen, he'll follow it, and then, like always, Mr. Demon just seems to kick back in and kick in ass, and you be the happiest person in the world, and then making everybody happy, and then that one little hiccup, screw everything over.
This court is having an issue.
Oh, I thought it was my. I hear it. I hear like a.
You hear that audio?
I do.
One moment, please.
Okay. Yeah. Hold on, girl. I said, hold on. It's gone, girl. We good. Girl, Spotted gone. We good. Right, Mr. Spotted? Look.
You see, it's something with that mic cord that has a slight staticky sound that I hear in my headphone. I don't know if you guys hear it or not. Do you hear it?
I heard the little click. I thought it was my AirPods going off like, ooh, about to die. But
Right,
when
something up with this. I think Mark's been chewing on the cords or something.
I believe it.
Mark, you've been chewing on this. I ain't been chewing on nothing.
Hey,
I don't know if I believe that. I think that puppet's been chewing on damn mic cords.
hey, it looked like a licorice. So, hey.
Yeah, we got Money in the Bank coming up, Joe.
Oh, yeah, Money in the Bank.
Yeah, tonight on Raw, I guess it is the Raw pre-show, so I guess we should talk a little bit about Raw. We got Money in the Bank qualifier match. We have Dragon Lee versus Carlito, Karrion Kross versus Xavier Woods. I would imagine we're going to have a Drew McIntyre promo to open the show.
Oh.
Calling out Punk, who allegedly may not be cleared until the end of July. And I think that would probably mean we're going to get the first matchup between him and Drew at SummerSlam. Be my guess.
I believe SummerSlam.
Yeah, it's in Cleveland. Punk has history with Cleveland, right?
I'm going to miss it. Yay. Well, I ain't going to miss it. I just won't be there, but I still going to watch it.
Like I said, I'm not trying to deal with that crowd, Joe. If they give us our press credentials, I'll make a consideration. Or you and Mark may have to go on your own. I don't know. that's just
All
a lot of people.
right. Look, if I gotta take the risk of being with Mark all day for like 6 hours, I'll take the risk. I mean, hey, you might have to buy me food and stuff, but hey, we'll go on. We'll go on. We'll have a good time. Oh, did you hear about the breaking news
No,
before the show started?
no. What'd you get?
There's two triple threat matches for the men and the women qualification for Money in the Bank.
Really? What are the triple threat matches? The last I seen, we had Dragon Lee versus Carlito tonight, and then we were gonna have Karrion Kross versus Xavier Woods. I hadn't seen any other matches announced.
Oh, okay, so you got Io Sky versus Jade Cargo versus uh, the other one. I forgot the other person's name. And then you got Rey Mysterio versus Dominic versus Finn qualification for Money in the Bank.
I'm sorry, did you say Ray versus Dom versus Finn?
That is correct.
So this is how we break up the Judgment Day then, right?
I guess, but that's what Adam Pearce broke it before the show started. Triple threat.
Why would they do that?
Couldn't tell you.
Is there another reason to do that other than to be breaking up the Judgment Day?
I guess they really ain't got nobody else on Raw qualification for Raw. You know, men's, women Raw, then men's, women's SmackDown qualification. You know.
Who do you see winning Money in the Bank?
All right. If I had to pick, I would say for the women's, it'll probably be Tiffany if she's in it. For the men's, yeah, there's like three people I would want to see do it for the men's, but it's a toss up. I would say LA Knight will probably be good to win. Then you got main event Jay, and last, if I had to pick the third person, I think if it all came down to it, if you did have to put the Judgment Day in it, I think Finn should be the third to win it. He needs to get at least one more championship reign on his title. One more championship reign.
I agree. And Finn's the kind of character who can cash in Money in the Bank. Like, there's people who, like, it doesn't really work them cashing in. Like, Big E, it didn't really work him cashing in. You know what I mean? There's that part of me that wants to say Jey Uso, but does Jey need that? Does he need the briefcase, Rob? And where does he execute? What does he do?
I mean, he gets his first ever single title. Besides being just known as the great tag team, he gets a single run. He gets that championship belt. He gets a good.
What about Gunther?
Samoan Gunther. Gunther don't need the briefcase. Gunther can do it without the briefcase.
You don't think Jey Uso could be in the main event picture? We're going for a title without the Money in the Bank briefcase?
Yeah, I think Jay needs that money briefcase to be a star. he got the speed, the talent. He could make it happen quick and fast instead of just being like everybody else, taking that slow time. He could run, do some high flies, hit somebody with the briefcase, and then bam, cash in.
Yeah, man, I struggle. I don't. I truthfully, there was a point where I was like, it's definitely going to be Jey Uso wins Money in the Bank, and now I don't know who I think.
I just
Wrestling Dennis, what's up? Thank you for checking us out live on Instagram. You missed the start of the show, but you can catch that on Spotify, YouTube. Make sure you follow us, subscribe, do all that stuff everybody tells you to do. Bells and whistles and shit. Right now we're talking Money in the Bank.
Oh.
And who you think can take it.
But this time, one more person. Now that Triple H in charge, I would say Austin Theory could do it this time. Austin Theory could.
But now you're back on the Austin Theory wagon after me and Mark have been saying the kid's praises for a while now.
Yeah.
We didn't think his last cash-in was terrible. It got rid of the anchor around his neck that was that damn briefcase.
No. I didn't like Austin Theory. I'm just thinking that maybe right now, if he gets the briefcase, if he gets it, holds on to it, that's how they can make him that little transcends into the babyface role that they want him to be in.
So, we know Gunther competes for the world title at SummerSlam. Whomever the champion could be at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So, no need for him to be involved.
No.
Right? Does a Raw superstar or a SmackDown superstar win? I guess we could go that simple with it, right? We just get, is it going to be Raw or SmackDown? What if Randy wins and cashes on Cody?
Let's see. Who won the last year Money in the Bank? Damian Priest.
Yeah, Damian Priest was the last one to win. Cashed in, Mania on Drew. Finn winning would be cool. Because then that gives us a reason to break up Judgment Day. It gives us another story to tell. Who else winning it gives us a story to tell? I don't know who else does.
If I had to say, I'm going to say this year is going to be SmackDown year for both for SmackDown. With men and women, it's going to be both SmackDown.
I could see that. You know, I don't see Dragon Lee or Carlito telling us a story with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Karrion Kross or Xavier Woods don't tell us a story with the briefcase. Rey Mysterio, there's a story with Rey. Dom is caught up in too many messy stories as it is already. I don't think you need to give him a briefcase. Finn, you can give him a briefcase. Jey Uso, you can give the briefcase to. Randy Orton, you can give the briefcase to. Kevin Owens doesn't need the briefcase. He's probably already going to turn on Cody and get a match with Cody. And then Randy will, in time, turn on Cody and get a match with Cody. Because he's Randy Orton, and that's what he does. Same thing with Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens turned on people. That's what he does.
I think Cody, this is going to happen. I think Cody just going to do one of open challenge, and Randy accept it.
You think? You think it would be that simple, that cut and dry? He's a legend killer. He's the apex predator. He's Randy Orton. You can't trust a snake.
I know. That's why I say either Money in the Bank or it could be SummerSlam. It's going to be like Cody needs an opponent for SummerSlam. He's saying he's going to call. He want anybody. He don't care who it is. He said it could be anybody from the past or present, whoever. Somebody who wants this title shot, come out. It's going to
I'd rather see Randy turn on him.
Randy gonna turn if he loses. That's how you want it to happen, and that's how it's gonna be. Money in the Bank. He calls out somebody. Boom. Randy loses. Then on SmackDown, that's when you start seeing the heel turn for Randy. Second match is gonna be at SummerSlam. That's what it's gonna be. Randy, Cody wants an opponent for Money in the Bank. He asks anybody to come out. Randy comes out. Boom. Challenge accepted. Randy loses at Money in the Bank. Then somewhere along on SmackDown, he turns heel and takes out Cody. And that's when you get Cody, Randy, SummerSlam.
I could see that one. I would rather see Randy turn, but I don't know. So, like, right now, there's so much good happening in WWE that there's so many people who are involved in good things that almost no one needs the briefcase to put them in the main event. I'm trying to figure out who needs the briefcase to tell us a new story. I can't figure out who the hell that is. Maybe I'll be able to judge it after we get through our qualifying week, see who's in there, and go from there as to what story we think could be told. But I'm excited for Money in the Bank. I'm excited to see who gets in there and involved in that matchup. I'm excited for everything in wrestling right now. AEW has a good card coming up. We'll talk about that on Wednesday. You think we get a face-to-face Drew McIntyre CM Punk tonight, Joe?
Nah. Spoiler alert. He's not there tonight. He's not there tonight, but he will be at SmackDown.
Really?
Yeah, spoiler alert. They I read it yesterday. They said that he won't be, since I look, SmackDown gonna be in Illinois, he'll be show up there. They said.
I hope they go heel CM Punk.
See, here's the thing. You can't never tell when CM Punk is a heel or face. It's hard to tell.
He is a guy who sees it kind of less.
No. He's a guy that can be mad, pissed off at the world, and still be a baby face. He can be pissed off the world and still be a heel. You never can tell. He can let out his frustrations and still be either one perfectly fine. You just don't know what he is until he attacks someone. Even when he attacks somebody, you don't know, is he a heel? The only time you can mainly tell he was a heel was in the Straight Edge Society when he had the groups, or when he did the whole Jeff Hardy thing when he cashed in and then started telling him how he drug addiction and all that stuff. But that really wasn't a heel move. But and last but not least, the heel move is when he turned on the fan after the 300 days holding that championship belt and just cussed everybody out. You know, that's when.
Honestly, the pipe bomb promo was a heel promo that somehow turned him babyface.
I wouldn't see it as a heel. That wasn't a heel move. That was speaking from the heart, how he truly felt. That's how.
Sure, it was.
A lot of people.
Triple H helped him put it together, but yeah, he was speaking from his heart. Sure.
No, but he was speaking for everybody back there who went through that same frame of being this guy.
I don't know, man. CM Punk thinks awfully highly of himself as far as the character goes. He gives himself a lot of credit for things, and you've seen I'm sure you've seen it, Violent J's post about CM Punk.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
That's pretty funny, because that seems probably like what Phil really is, right? I mean, a guy who thinks he created some sort of a revolution. Cody's exit promo in AEW said it best. That's the real pipe bomb. All the things that Punk talked about, Cody Rhodes did. CM Punk didn't do a revolution. CM Punk didn't change professional wrestling. CM Punk didn't go away and do anything. CM Punk just went away. Cody Rhodes bettered himself. Cody Rhodes did all that shit. He went around the world. He made himself a star. He created a revolution in pro wrestling, and that's why we have the elite era in WWE right now. That's because of Cody. It is not because of CM Punk.
But keep in mind, remember the word from the wise. He quit WWE, quit TNA, quit New Japan, and he quit the other company.
Yeah, I mean, sure. But he just bet on himself.
Yeah, he did. He didn't want to be Stardust forever.
Yeah.
And he left a good contract that would set him for life. Thanks to Daddy-O. Yeah. I could say you this. The CM Punk pipe bomb, who do you think could have pulled it off better if CM Punk couldn't do it?
So, you know, man, I really don't know. Because at that time, I wasn't watching. Whenever Punk dropped the pipe bomb, I became aware of it somehow. I don't really know what I seen it on or shit, man. For all I know, you may have shared it. But
yeah, I probably did.
I watched that pipe bomb promo a million times, man. I wasn't even watching wrestling at the time, but on YouTube, I would go back and watch that promo because I thought that promo was perfect. I don't think I was aware it was a work. I definitely wasn't aware it was a work whenever it happened. I wasn't aware that he had cut that same promo in Ring of Honor at the time, you know. But the way it was delivered was perfect. And at that time in my career, it connected with me. Because in my career, I was in a very competitive situation of people, you know, working for these promotions and people who were favored, and it was kind of a cliquey situation. And the way he, you know, talked about being the best in the world, and that he didn't hate John Cena, he hated that people thought that he was better than him. Like I felt it. Right back to where this episode started. That's where this episode's going to end. The pipe bomb, when it was delivered, made me feel something. I don't know if anyone else could have done that with that promo at that time. Now, when Cody Rhodes cut his exit promo in AEW, I felt that too. When Cody Rhodes cut that promo ahead of the first All In and ahead of the first Double or Nothing, I felt those promos too. The one ahead of All In was very good. And the one post All In, but the one ahead of Double or Nothing, talking about needing to kill the Attitude Era, and you know his brother being the symbol for that. And he talked about Punk sitting cross-legged on the stage. I felt all that too, and that's what pro wrestling is supposed to do. It's supposed to make you feel. So with that, Joe, I hope tonight on Raw you feel something. Hope someone delivers a great promo, a great match. I'll be interested to see what's next for Otis and Chad Gable. Pretty excited to see where that goes. I imagine we're going to see Chad Gable as IC champ at some point, so that way we can have a Chad Gable Otis feud over the IC title.
Yeah, that could happen.
It's Monday, Joe, so let's just go ahead and do it. What time is the bell going to ring for the first match?
Ooh, okay. Drew, pissed off. We're gonna say pissed off. Drew comes out mad as hell.
Yep.
Nothing to do. Da-da-da. I'm going to say tonight. It's an 8:25 night. 8:25.
I was going to go 8:20. So we're going 8:20, guys, for the bell time for the very first match on Raw. 8:20 or 8:25. Either way, we're both thinking we're breaking 20 minutes before we get to pro wrestling on Monday Night Raw tonight. Make sure you guys go on our Instagram and let us know what you think. We'll play that same game for SmackDown. We do not play that game for AEW. It's not necessary. We will see you guys Wednesday, AEW Dynamite pre-show, Monday Night Raw recap. We'll look to the future. Stay tuned on Instagram. Find out if we're going to be on Busted Open Radio on SiriusXM anytime this week. I will keep everyone posted. Those things happen a bit impromptu, so we'll see what happens. I'm Jeremy. Illegal brother-in-law Joe. Mark the Monster is around here somewhere. Really hope he finds me a new mic cord because this thing's a little messed up. Thank you everyone for checking us out live on Instagram. If you weren't live on Instagram, thank you for checking us out. Spotify, YouTube Music, wherever you get your podcast. Like, share, subscribe, comment on some shit, ring the bell, blow the whistle. Do it all the damn people say to do with clicking shit, man. I don't know. It's a weird ass apps. Thank you everyone for checking us out. We'll see you Wednesday.
See you Wednesday.